Hi, I'm Asher, and welcome to Wise Words, Palabras Sabias. Here we bring you powerful quotes to inspire your day. Have you ever found yourself in a situation that didn't go as planned, feeling hopeless and on the verge of despair? We often lose our balance during challenging times, and our inner light is threatened, leaving us fearing that there's no way out. Being immersed in the problem limits our perspective. We become so fixated on external circumstances that we forget to look inward. This excessive focus on vanity and the constant pursuit of progress can make us anxious and dissatisfied, as if we are wearing sunglasses that obscure our vision. One of the most famous books of Chinese philosophy reminds us that just as changes in the atmosphere can dispel clouds and reveal light, again, life circumstances are also mutable. Nothing is permanent, and that is the essence of the I Ching's message. The constant flow of changes. If you want to learn more about this philosophy and the practical solutions it offers for dealing with adversity, I invite you to continue watching this video. The King, also known as the Book of Changes, is one of Chinese philosophy, oldest and most influential texts, often used as a divination system. Its origins date back over 2,000 years in China and are attributed to Fu Shi, a legendary Chinese emperor. The King is a fundamental part of the philosophical system known as Taoism, which emphasizes the pursuit of balance and harmony with the Toa, the underlying path or principle of the universe. The main feature of the I Ching is the system of hexagrams, which are combinations of solid and broken lines. These hexagrams are used to provide guidance and insights into specific questions, decisions, or situations. Each hexagram has a unique meaning and is often related to aspects such as nature, seasons, human emotions, and fundamental principles of Taoism. Many people use the I Ching as a tool for reflection, meditation, and decision-making. It emphasizes the idea that changes are constant in life and that wisdom lies in adapting to the changes, seeking balance and harmony with the universe. Trusting in the wisdom of the yin means understanding that progress is often an inner journey. When we free ourselves from the need to control the final outcome and instead embrace the idea that the creative power of the universe works silently and imperceptibly, we are more likely to find calm in the midst of the storm. It teaches us that when least expected, solutions emerge like a transforming hexagram, and the impossible becomes possible. Detachment, a key concept of the Yang, encourages us to release rigid control over the outcome of our actions and observe changes with acceptance. Others don't need to understand or approve of our detachment because they cannot truly know what is best for us. This detachment is the antidote to the relentless pursuit of immediate progress that often frustrates us. When we trust the natural flow of things, we can experience genuine progress. The creative power of the universe operates subtly and imperceptibly, until suddenly, like an unexpected surprise, changes happen. Just as rain nourishes the earth, flowers bloom and fruits ripen. Our efforts materialize when least expected. The Yang can help us understand the forces at play in our lives. The hexagrams provide a comprehensive view of reality, including both positive and negative aspects. This can help us make more conscious decisions and deal with life's challenges. The Yang can help develop intuition because it teaches us to pay attention to our feelings and sensations. When casting the hexagrams, we must be attentive to our emotions and the images that come to mind. This attention helps us develop greater awareness of our intuition. The I Ching teaches us to interpret symbols. Hexagrams are formed by yin and yang lines representing different aspects of reality. Interpreting symbols requires a certain ability for abstraction and understanding of the world. This ability helps us develop greater sensitivity to the subtleties of reality. The Yang also teaches us to trust ourselves. When we make decisions based on our intuition, we rely on our inner wisdom. This confidence helps us develop greater self-esteem and a greater ability to self-govern. Of course, the I Ching is not a crystal ball. It cannot predict the future with certainty. However, it can provide valuable insights that can help us make more conscious decisions and live more fully and harmoniously. It suggests that we should humbly accept the circumstances we find ourselves in, instead of desperately fighting against the tide. It is wiser to trust in the wisdom of the universe and its inherent rhythm. After all, changes are like water currents that flow imperceptibly beneath the surface, traveling long distances before suddenly emerging. Transformation may be slow and silent, but it is undeniable. Imagine a tree. It is always growing, changing shape when winter comes. It loses its leaves, but that doesn't mean it is dead. In spring, it sprouts again, stronger and more beautiful than before. Mutability is a law of nature. It applies to everything, including ourselves. What is difficult today may be easy tomorrow. What is bad today may be good tomorrow. The I Ching says that the world is a place of constant flow. Everything is constantly changing. Even the towel. The universal principle governing the universe, mutability, is an essential part of life. It teaches us to be flexible and adaptable. It teaches us to live in the present and savor every moment. Mutability can be a source of fear or hope. We may feel lost and disoriented if we see it as something negative, but if we see it as something positive, we can find strength to overcome difficulties. If we cling to the past, we will be left behind, but we can grow and develop. If we open ourselves to the new, the I Ching guides us not only to accept, but to embrace change. The difficulties and challenges we encounter along our journey are just passing clouds in the inner light we possess. Never goes out. With patience, acceptance, and trust in constant change, we can navigate the waters of life with the wisdom of the I Ching as our guide, knowing that at the right moment, the light will shine again, illuminating our path. In other words, the light may temporarily hide, but it never disappears. Wait patiently, and it will shine again. So, when the light seems to hide, remember that it is always there, waiting to shine again when the right time comes. The light never disappears. It only renews and transforms. If you enjoyed this video, you'd surely like to learn more about Way, and the following video talks precisely about that. Imagine if someone could read your most intimate thoughts. Does that scare you? It should. What if I told you that this happens more often than you think? Clairvoyance is the ability to see things that are not physically present. This can include the past, present, or future. This ability can be used for good or for ill. The quest for spiritual vision can be a dangerous journey. Individuals venturing into the spiritual realm may be exposed to influences from discarnate entities, which can be benevolent or malevolent. Benevolent entities may offer guidance and support, but malevolent entities may try to manipulate the individual for their own ends. A clairvoyant can be used to find missing persons, solve crimes, or simply provide comfort and guidance. The risk lies not in the ability itself, but in how one decides to use it. If the ego takes control, clairvoyance loses its true essence and becomes a distorted reflection of oneself, contrary to what many may think. Clairvoyance is not an extraordinary feat or reserved for a few privileged individuals. It is within reach of anyone willing to embark on the inner path. Consistent practice of meditation, sincere exploration of one's psyche, and conscious acceptance of emotions are accessible portals leading to inner clarity, instead of an exclusive skill. Clairvoyance reveals itself as an innate faculty waiting to be discovered through a connection with the deeper self. Cultivating a serene and receptive mind is not an exclusive journey for the chosen few. It is a journey accessible to all who embrace humility and free themselves from the shackles of ego. Clear vision of oneself and the world around becomes a personal achievement. Within reach of all sincere seekers, This idea may face disagreement, especially from those who dismiss the notion of psychic phenomena for a long time. The ability to see beyond the reach of physical eyes has been labeled as clairvoyance, mistakenly associated with mystical practices. While clairvoyance offers an elevated view of the past and future, there is another more accessible ability that can also help us see things clearly and deeply. Beyond physical eyes, men, women, and children experience this vision during moments of heightened awareness, often during the dream state in dreams. Psychic vision unfolds as a symbolic narrative offering insights that transcend the barriers of time and space. It is as if during sleep, our minds intuitively connect with broader aspects of existence, providing a subtle and profound vision that escapes the limitations of everyday perception. Have you ever reflected on the meaning behind your dreams? Dreams like ethereal threads woven by the mysteries of the subconscious are portals to the deeper dimension of the human psyche. They are like magical lenses that reveal glimpses of the unknown, where psychic vision intertwines with dream narratives. Each dream is a dive into the ocean of symbolism, where the boundaries of time and space fade away. Psychic vision in this context emerges as the light, illuminating the recesses of the unconscious, deciphering the secret codes inscribed in the nightly scenes. According to the Rosicrucians, psychic consciousness is directly linked to sense experiences, such as seeing, hearing, and feeling. These are not just physical events, but reveal deeper aspects of consciousness, connecting to a broader understanding of the world. These sensory experiences are not mere reactions to external stimuli. They serve as gateways to a broader and deeper psychic perception understanding. This inherent and common ability of psychic perception becomes evident when we recognize that its absence often results from neglect, rejection, and lack of development. Much like any skill, whether physical or mental, lack of practice can lead to atrophy, while constant cultivation and exercise have the power to amplify and strengthen this ability. How can we then enhance our psychic perception of vision? Firstly, it is essential to break free from excessive reliance and belief solely in our physical eyes as the only source of perception. By doing so, we eliminate the primary barrier to authentic psychic vision. The next step is to nurture and activate this psychic ability. Now armed with a renewed perspective and having overcome the main impediment, there should be no mental or physical resistance preventing us from exploring methods to enhance this often underestimated and even disregarded skill. Let's delve even deeper into clairvoyance. When we talk about clairvoyance, we are discussing the ability to obtain information without relying on conventional senses in the parapsychological context. This ability is associated with a clear perception of events or objects distant in space or time. Intrinsic to each human being, clairvoyance will reveal itself during each individual's spiritual development, allowing exploration of topics such as the existence of the human spirit, before and after death, as well as life in imperceptible dimensions. There are essentially two types of clairvoyance, voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary clairvoyance, also called positive, is a psychic ability that allows the individual to see what is hidden from physical eyes but is exercised consciously and intentionally. Voluntary clairvoyant can use their ability to visualize past, present, or future events, as well as to see people, places, and objects that are distant or even beyond the reach of sight. Voluntary clairvoyance can be developed through techniques such as meditation, visualization, and specific exercises. With practice and dedication, voluntary clairvoyants can learn to control their ability and use it for various purposes, such as aiding in understanding the world around them and making more conscious decisions. The second type, involuntary clairvoyance, also called positive, occurs when the individual can see images, sensations, or intuitions that are not of their own will. It can be a disturbing experience as they may not be prepared to handle the information they receive. In some cases, involuntary clairvoyance can lead to stress, anxiety, and even mental illnesses. Involuntary clairvoyance can be caused by various factors such as trauma, spiritual experiences, or simply natural psychic sensitivity. The serpentine force, also known as kundalini, is an energy that resides at the base of the spine. It is considered the life force of the body and is associated with creativity, intuition, and spirituality. The awakening of the serpentine force is a process of expanding consciousness when kundalini is activated. It ascends through the spine, awakening the chakras, which are energy centers along the spinal cord. The activation of kundalini can lead to a range of experiences, including clairvoyance, as it opens the individual's perception to higher dimensions of reality. The third, also known as the pineal gland, is an organ located in the center of the brain. It is considered a center of intuition and extrasensory perception. The third eye is believed to be related to clairvoyance. When the third eye is open, the individual can see the world in a more complete and holistic way. The activation of kundalini can lead to the opening of the third eye. Because kundalini is an energy that promotes the expansion of consciousness and perception of higher dimensions of reality, clairvoyants usually undergo an extensive development process to enhance their abilities to perceive beyond conventional senses. In contrast, mediums may experience phenomena in specific circumstances over a shorter period, as their abilities seem to be present from the beginning, often manifesting naturally. The distinction between medium and a clairvoyant can be challenging to make, as both individuals may exhibit similar abilities. One of the main differences between a medium and a clairvoyant is the source of the information they receive. A medium receives information from spiritual entities, while a clairvoyant receives information from their own mind or the physical world. Another significant difference is the individual's intention. A medium uses their abilities to connect with the spiritual world, while a clairvoyant uses their abilities to obtain information or help others. But how can we protect ourselves against obsessions? Max Heindel, founder of the Rosicrucian Fellowship, taught simple methods to protect ourselves from the influences of discarnate entities. He recommended that individuals maintain a pure and elevated mind, avoiding negative thoughts and feelings, practicing prayer and meditation to strengthen the connection with the higher spiritual world, and using the power of love by radiating love and compassion to all beings, including obsessing spirits. In addition to these methods, another powerful technique mentioned in Rosicrucian texts refers to the development of the protective aura. The aura is an energy field that surrounds the physical body and protects it from external influences. When the aura is strong and healthy, it can repel the influences of obsessing spirits. To develop the protective aura, individuals are recommended to practice breathing and relaxation exercises that help harmonize the body and mind. Visualize a barrier of light around them that protects them from negative influences. Therefore, developing clairvoyance is not related to faith, but to the liberation of the mind. It is necessary to break free from the false belief that only physical eyes give us access to vision. If this wisdom made sense, imagine the universe as a vast responsive canvas mirroring the essence of our thoughts and focus. This concept isn't just poetic. It's rooted in the idea that our conscious and subconscious minds profoundly impact our surrounding reality. Diving into this idea is like exploring a new dimension, where our inner world and the external universe are interconnected in a delicate dance in this dance. The steps we take are determined by where we place our attention. Think of your attention as a spotlight. Whatever it shines upon becomes more vivid and real in your life. Conversely, the aspects of life that we choose to ignore or overlook start to fade, losing their hold and influence over our experiences. This phenomenon isn't just a matter of perception, but a dynamic interplay, where our focused thoughts and emotions actively shape the reality. We experience this concept challenges us to be more mindful of where we direct our mental and emotional energy. By understanding that our inner world reflects in our outer experiences, we gain a powerful tool for personal transformation. It's not just about positive thinking, it's about realizing that our focused attention can cultivate the experiences and realities we desire as we journey through life. Our conscious choices about where to direct our focus can lead to significant changes in our surroundings. By consciously choosing to focus on positivity, growth, and gratitude, we invite similar energies into our lives. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or difficulties, but acknowledging them without allowing them to dominate our focus or define our reality. This perspective empowers us to become active creators of our experiences, rather than passive observers. By understanding the reflective nature of the universe, we can navigate life with greater awareness and intention, cultivating a reality that resonates with our deepest aspirations and values. The principle of the law of attraction centers around a simple yet profound truth: where we direct our attention, energy flows and life grows. This concept suggests that our focused thoughts and emotions wield the power to shape our experiences, and in a broader sense, our reality. Consider your thoughts as seeds in the garden of your mind. Each thought, whether positive or negative, has the potential to grow and manifest in your life, depending on the attention and energy you give it. It's like a gardener tending to their plants. You have the choice to nurture thoughts that uplift and empower you, or to weed out those that bring you down. This idea extends beyond mere positive thinking. It's an acknowledgement that our mental and emotional investments have tangible consequences. By consciously choosing which thoughts and feelings to amplify, we essentially vote for the kind of experiences we want to cultivate. It's a process of selective amplification, where we become the curators of our mental landscape. For instance, when faced with a challenge, focusing on finding solutions and learning from the experience can lead to personal growth and resilience. On the other hand, dwelling on the problem and its negative aspects can amplify feelings of stress and helplessness. The key lies in being mindful of our mental focus and consciously directing it towards thoughts and emotions that serve our highest good. This approach doesn't mean denying or suppressing negative thoughts, but rather recognizing them and consciously choosing not to let them dominate our mental space. By doing so, we can significantly reduce their impact on our emotional well-being and life circumstances. In essence, mastering the power of attention is like learning to steer the ship of our consciousness. By directing our focus toward what enriches and nurtures us, we can navigate through life's seas with greater ease and purpose, creating a reality that reflects our highest aspirations. Imagine a world where communication transcends words and languages, where your energy and vibrations speak louder than any spoken dialogue. This is the realm of communicating with the universe, a concept that takes us beyond the conventional boundaries of interaction in this view. The universe is not just an external entity, but a responsive force that interacts with our energy. It's like engaging in a cosmic conversation where our thoughts, feelings, and intentions are the language. This language is not heard but felt and responded to in kind. Each emotional response, whether of joy, fear, love, or anger, sends out a vibrational signal that the universe picks up and mirrors back to us. This idea invites us to consider the nature of our internal dialogues and emotional states. When we radiate positivity, hope, and gratitude, we send out frequencies that attract similar energies and experiences. Conversely, when we dwell in negativity, fear, or resentment, we attract circumstances that resonate with these lower vibrations. But this communication is more nuanced than simply thinking positive. It's about authenticity in our emotions and being true to ourselves. The universe responds not just to the superficial layer of our thoughts, but to the deeper emotional undercurrents. It's about aligning our emotional and vibrational output with our true desires and aspirations. This understanding encourages us to cultivate emotional awareness and intelligence. By becoming more attuned to our emotional states, we can consciously choose to elevate our vibrations. This doesn't mean forcing ourselves to feel positive all the time, but rather acknowledging our authentic emotions and gently steering them towards a more constructive and empowering state. In essence, communicating with the universe is an art of vibrational alignment. It's about harmonizing our internal energies with the kind of experiences we wish to attract by consciously emitting vibrations that resonate with joy, love, and abundance. We invite the universe to respond in kind, co-creating a reality that is in harmony with our deepest aspirations. The journey towards understanding and interacting with the universe involves a crucial step: expanding our consciousness. This expansion isn't just about acquiring more knowledge or information. It's about deepening our understanding of ourselves and the multifaceted universe we inhabit. Expanding consciousness is akin to broadening the lens through which we view life. It involves recognizing the myriad dimensions of our existence and understanding the subtle interplay between our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This broader perspective allows us to see beyond the surface of our daily lives and grasp the deeper patterns and meanings. This expansion of awareness brings with it a profound realization of our role in shaping our reality. We begin to see ourselves not just as passive observers, but as active participants in the narrative of our lives. With this comes the understanding that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have a significant impact on our lived trajectory. Alongside expanding our consciousness is the importance of tuning into our internal guidance system. This system, comprised of our intuition and feelings, serves as a compass guiding us through the complexities of life. It's an innate mechanism that helps us navigate towards what is in alignment with our true selves. Listening to our internal guidance involves paying attention to our intuitive hits and emotional responses. These signals often provide valuable insights into our deepest desires and truths. When something feels right, it resonates with our core, indicating alignment with our authentic path. Conversely, when something feels off, it's a sign that it may not be in harmony with our true self. This process requires trust in ourselves and the courage to follow our intuition, even when it leads us down unfamiliar paths. It's about learning to differentiate between the voice of fear and the voice of our inner wisdom. By doing so, we empower ourselves to make choices that resonate with our deepest truths and aspirations. In essence, expanding our consciousness and honing our internal guidance system are about becoming more aware and attuned to the subtleties of our inner and outer worlds. It's a journey of self-discovery and alignment, where we learn to navigate life with greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. The final step in this exploration of communicating with the universe delves into the profound influence of the subconscious mind. Our subconscious is like a fertile soil, absorbing and nurturing the seeds of our thoughts and beliefs, often without our conscious awareness. Understanding its role and learning to harness its power is key to manifesting the reality we desire. The subconscious mind operates differently from our conscious mind. It doesn't judge or filter the information it receives. Instead, it accepts and internalizes our repeated thoughts and beliefs. This characteristic highlights the importance of repetition in shaping our subconscious programming. The thoughts and affirmations we consistently focus on eventually become ingrained in our subconscious, influencing our behaviors, choices, and ultimately our life's trajectory. Consider the power of mantras or affirmations. When we repeat a positive statement about ourselves or our life, we are not just saying words. We are programming our subconscious to accept this new belief. The key is to infuse these affirmations with genuine emotion and belief. It's not just about repeating words, but about feeling the truth and power behind them. This approach requires a shift in our habitual thought patterns. Many of us are conditioned to dwell on negative thoughts or limiting beliefs. By consciously choosing to repeat positive and empowering thoughts, we start to rewire our subconscious mind over time. These new patterns of thought become our default naturally, leading to more positive outcomes and experiences. Moreover, the subconscious mind can't differentiate between reality and imagination. This means that when we visualize and emotionally experience a desired outcome, our subconscious as real. This process can be incredibly powerful in manifesting our goals and dreams. By vividly imagining and feeling the reality we desire, we align our subconscious programming with our aspirations, making them more likely to materialize in our lives. In essence, harnessing the power of repetition and the subconscious mind is about consciously curating the content we feed into our mental space. It's a process of continuous cultivation where we plant the seeds of positive thoughts and nurture them with repetition and belief. This practice enables us to shape our subconscious landscape, aligning it with the universe's energies and co-creating the life we envision. Suppose you're looking for ways to expand your ability to correctly send your messages to the universe. In that case, we have developed a tool, an audio package with theater frequencies capable of awakening your inner intelligence and raising your vibration. And this is something pleasurable and straightforward. All you need is a pair of headphones and 15 minutes of your day. Just click the link in the comments for immediate use. If this video made sense to you, write in the comments. Many mystery schools have the custom of using initiation or introductory ceremonies to instruct their members. However, genuine esoteric schools recognize that initiation goes beyond mere ceremonies marking progress. It is in fact a continuous life process. The mysterious aspects surrounding initiation often stem from a lack of understanding or the habit of keeping past secrets. Some still view the subject as shrouded in secrecy, a reserved knowledge. Wouldn't it be more beneficial to unravel this mystery? Why do some traditions insist on keeping initiation hidden? Religious initiation offers hope to all, being an accessible path. Though many are unaware, it is a transformative journey to understand the complexity of existence and achieve significant spiritual progress. The opportunity to transcend limitations and discover the authentic self is within reach of every individual. Unfortunately, lack of knowledge often keeps people away from this enriching rite of passage. Understanding the true nature of this process allows us to appreciate not only the romance and mysterious aura of ceremonies, but also comprehend why this technique proves so effective for those exploring the uncharted depths of being. Does the lack of inner development, despite receiving many degrees and initiations, stem from an incomplete idea of the purpose and effects of initiations? These ceremonies have countless ramifications in human nature. We are all to some extent eternal seekers of the awakening that permanent initiation provides. This statement might surprise those familiar with the mystical sense of initiation and its impact on humanity. However, those with basic notions of the human mind can perceive the concrete evidence of a continuous initiation process in nature. It is part of the internal functioning of personality, as well as the distinct realities among conscious life forms, whether in the plant or animal kingdom. What do you think truly hinders some from achieving true initiation? Starting something new or celebrating an event becomes more meaningful with the symbolic ceremony, a natural inclination in the human mind. Common language doesn't always express our deep feelings, which are part of a higher consciousness. These feelings are conveyed through symbols. People are not only logical but also emotional. Therefore, understanding a new situation in life requires both a logical and emotional approach. In this context, initiation brings something new to different parts of our personality. not limited to spiritual development. The initial impulse called initiation can occur naturally through circumstances or be facilitated by others, known as initiators. In this simple scenario, two crucial elements stand out: the individual to be initiated and the initiator provide in a theme for deep reflection and setting. The tone of the initiation upon closer examination. We realize that once the candidate undergoes the initiation experience and undergo transformations that make them an initiate, they acquire a special designation. Although intangible to the unfamiliar, this designation distinguishes the initiate from those without initiation and is recognized by other initiates. This quality establishes a unique brotherhood transcending blood ties and belonging to the spiritual fraternity. In modern Rosicrucian initiations, as in ancient ones, candles play a significant role for the Rosicrucian initiate. The use of candles is sometimes misunderstood, seeming to have a religious or sectarian nature. However, the candle and its flame have profound spiritual and metaphysical connotations. Candles have had mystical significance since before church rituals. Fire, as one of the four great principles of nature, has been etched into the human mind from early on, whether it be the first flame caused by lightning or a volcanic eruption. The experience was unforgettable. For primitive man, over time, fire evolved as a symbol of mystical truth, gaining deep meaning, representing the fervor of the spiritual self in seeking elevation and union with transcendent powers. In this context, Rosicrucians incorporate candles in rituals and initiation ceremonies, not for superstitious or religious reasons but due to psychic and psychological facts. The use of candles and members' domestic shrines and temples serves this purpose, with the term telesterion indicating a place for initiation in the mysteries, carrying a deeper meaning not tied to religious perspectives. Another crucial aspect related to initiation is the breaking of inhibition, a mental obstacle we all face throughout life in Rosicrucian tradition and other authentic mystical initiations. Communication occurs between the two selves of man, the outer and the inner, the conscious and the subconscious. These conscious or unconscious barriers can manifest as a fear of action, hesitation in admitting something, or refusal to face challenges that require overcoming regardless of the origin. These inhibitions become hindrances to our spiritual and psychological progress. While the assistance of a specialist may be necessary in extreme situations, in most cases, we can overcome these blocks through a mental catharsis, a personal purification of these unwanted obstructions. Initiation. Especially Rosicrucian initiation stands out in removing these inhibitions, allowing a sincere assessment of the inner cosmic self. In this process, we confront our true selves, formulating questions through self-communication and answering sincerely without evasion. These answers, born of conscious communication with our inner selves, are inspiring, informative, and reliable. Acknowledging our flaws and aspirations, initiation offers an effective path for this journey of self-knowledge, empowering us to overcome inhibitions and progress toward personal fulfillment. As ritual dramas, initiation ceremonies are marked by the symbolic representation of characters, playing significant roles. These characters convey thoughts and evoke specific emotions through their presence, words, and actions. In Rosicrucian temples, ritual officers assume these roles with solemnity and impact. Also part of the ritual are specific words and expressions that evoke higher energy with which we want to connect. Like the following phrase: "Sacred light, symbol of the greater light of cosmic wisdom, cast your rays into the midst of darkness and illuminate my path." Before concluding, let's revisit: is it the term Rosicrucian with a mystical and metaphysical meaning, distant from any sectarian religious definition? The rose represents the evolution of the soul's personality, being a partially open rose, symbolizing spiritual or divine consciousness, with its red color an ancient symbol of that consciousness. The cross, a symbol of earthly trials, has about 300 different forms found in Egyptian tombs and obelisks in the Rosicrucian view. It represents the human body with outstretched arms, symbolizing the trials, tests, and sufferings of earthly learning. The rose superimposed on the cross symbolizes the evolution of the soul's anemic personality through the lessons of earthly life. Rosicrucian teachings emphasize that from the experiences, trials, and sufferings of the objective self, we refine the self, liberating the evolving soul's personality that finally emerges from the cross, overcoming bodily limitations. The expressions obit present in this initiation and in our rituals as in ancient Rosicrucian terms, signifying the confirmation of the declared purpose. Remember, participating in initiation rituals doesn't automatically make you a true initiate, and Rosicrucian students aren't obligated to partake in rituals. Becoming a Rosicrucian initiated depends solely on your efforts, merits, and personal preparation. Progress on the Rosicrucian path is linked to personal work. Your progress and what you will become are shaped by the patience and perseverance you dedicate to the journey. Even in ancient times, seekers knew that true initiation, the enlightenment of consciousness, only occurs when internally prepared, regardless of physical presence in a temple or the performance of specific rituals. True Rosicrucian initiation therefore reflects the inner maturity achieved by the practitioner in overcoming challenges, learning from experiences, and refining the objective self. Contrary to approaches that emphasize the transmission of power through a supposed succession of initiate, the essence of Rosicrucianism highlights self-responsibility and continuous personal growth. This concept is embodied in the ancient Rosicrucian phrase, "So be it," an expression of acceptance and personal commitment to the spiritual journey, far from being an external formality. It is an internal journey of self-discovery and evolution. Each step along the way is an opportunity to deepen understanding, allowing you to become the most refined expression of your own spiritual consciousness. If this wisdom made sense, comment for more wise saying. Thanks for watching. If you are new on this channel, please subscribe, press the bell icon, and like Wise Words videos.